Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else she feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time, and thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody watching this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. What's going on, Jermaine? You guys, if you like this video tonight, make sure that you thumbs up this video and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment, and thank you guys so much. Also, let's go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area of this video, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Again, guys, welcome to the live, and thank you guys so much for being here. If you are at home, make sure you get yourself a drink, relax in bed or seat. If you are at work, continue to do your job or watch or listen to me on the download. Y'all, tonight we're going to be talking about Celeste Rivas' brother. I meant to say brother, not brothers. The brother makes a shocking allegation about D4vd. Also, we have some updates for D4vd in a recap. And we got Fuccery Friday news, and we got viral video reactions. All right, guys. All right. So we are getting ready to get started. I also got a Diddy recap just to let y'all know what's going on, just in case y'all don't see my other lives or you just don't know. I got that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me put my background music on, and we are getting ready to get started with this daggone live, you guys. Let's see. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and start off with Celeste Rivas, okay? Let's go ahead and start with that story first. Let's do it. Hope you guys had a beautiful Friday and a beautiful week. And I hope your weekend is just as beautiful, okay? So let's see here. All right, let me go ahead and put this banner up here so we can know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, or Cash App donation at $ShadesTube, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you guys in advance for that as well. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. I'm going to get this. What is the daggone story at? Damn. Hold on, y'all. Let me find the story. Oh, we got this too to show you guys. This is new. I didn't even see this. Okay, we got this as well. Let me see if I can pull up that story one more time because no. Let's go back and see if we can get the other story. Yeah, we got this too. They have more and more information coming up about this daggone case every time I look at my daggone phone. My gosh. So let me see if I can click on the story one more time. I don't even see it up here now. They must have took that damn story down because now it's not even coming up. Hold on. Let me go to it one more time. It says brother of dismembered teen found in D4vd's car alleges they connected when she was 11 years old, guys. Okay, so I'm trying to find that story. It's not coming up anymore. I believe they took it down, but I'm going to put it in Google and see if it'll come up. That's crazy. But you know what? Remember when I was talking about this a couple of days ago? Someone in the comment section of one of the videos that I was playing, they said the same exact thing. So I don't know if this is true or not, because when I looked at the dates, it did not state that. It said that they hooked up, I believe, in 2023 or 4. Okay, so I don't know about this. I don't know if this is true or not. Let me see if I can find the story. I type it up in here. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull the story up. Yeah, then I took, let's see. So let's see, then I took that down, which is crazy. I'm gonna show y'all the story in 1 second on my phone. They have taken that down, so I don't know if they just, I don't know where they got that from, and maybe the family members, lawyers or something, said something about it. Yeah, he was 16 back then. You're right. They both were underage then, right? So let me show y'all the story. Hold on. So I don't know what happened to the daggone story. Let me show you right here. Make sure I ain't showing nobody's phone number. I don't care about mine showing because that's my old phone. See? So that story just disappeared. It just basically disappeared for real, for real. Okay, let's see if I can click on it one more time. But like I said, I heard of that once before. And I tell you what, let's go over here to TikTok and see if anybody is seeing. You got it right here too, right? Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up on my other phone. Hold on. I don't know why I couldn't. Okay, so here it is, right? I don't know why it wouldn't come up on mine. So, okay. Hold on, let me go down to the story. Exactly. So, anyway, like I said, the brother alleges that David, which is D4vd, first connected with his sister when she was just 11 or 12 years old on a gaming and social media platforms like Twitch. Now, allegedly, he also saw the romantic homicide singer pick Celeste up in the same Tesla her corpse was found in. What's up, Tony Vance? Thank you so much for being here. That's crazy. At 11 or 12 years old, that's when he claims or alleges that David, D4vd, linked up with his sister. Now, his latest allegations, the brother, Celeste's brother, come just a few days after officials conducted a search of the Los Angeles home D4vd was renting. Reportedly, they seized a laptop and other unknown items. Now, we know since then he broke his lease and he moved out, okay? And like we said before, they both, Celeste and David, they both have the same tattoo on their fingers. And then a leaked D4vd song featuring the name Celeste even resurfaced a few days ago. And it says, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed." Okay, he said, "Oh Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed. But you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed." Okay, now at the time of the writing, D4vd has not been named a suspect in Celeste's unaliving. So like I told y'all before, the other day when I was doing this case, talking about this case, I read some stuff where other people made allegations that he hooked up with this girl when she was 11 years old. But don't forget, at that time, he would have been like 16 or maybe even 15. You know, he wasn't a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how her mother let her date at 11, 12, or even 13. I really just don't. And I also wonder what's up with the other Celeste, because even in the comment section, people were saying, well, one person in particular who wrote that long note that I read to you guys, in that letter, she was saying, or he or whoever it was saying that both of those Celeste, the older Celeste, did not get along with the other Celeste, that she was jealous. So that's crazy. And I'm wondering if they question the older Celeste. So that's crazy. It's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. It's just crazy. All this stuff that we are, uncovering. Now let's see what else we just got regarding this daggone case. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Let me get this back up here the right way. My damn tongue, as soon as I bit the crap out of my tongue not too long ago. All right, let's see. So if I'm talking funny, that's the reason why. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this other stuff that just came up. So I got another story here. Hold on. Okay, we are now a PI already addressed this right here. Now they're coming out with this right here. They're saying that D4vd's car sat for weeks. That's what a neighbor told the PI, the private investigator. And I told you guys about this already. All right. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Again, we're doing a little recap on this real quick. You said the age difference isn't as big of an issue as the parents. They seem to be okay with what was going on, right? I mean, why would you be letting your 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 11-year-old date anyway? They're too young to be dating. Come on now. He was too, shit. I mean, for real, for real. And where was he? Wait a minute. And see, we forgot about his parents. Where was his parents? Because he was 15, 16 years old. Where were these people, these kids' parents at? That's crazy. I just thought about that. He wasn't grown back then. So anyway, if there was a complaint made about singers D4vd's abandoned car on August the 26th, almost 2 weeks before they discovered the missing teen's decomposing body inside it. So 2 weeks. It was there at least 2 weeks, right? These parents, what's up with these parents letting their kids date and do all this stuff? And I know given daggone well he didn't have that house 2 years before that. Or no, it had to be earlier than 2 years because he's 20. 4 years before that. So where was he living at then? It's crazy. So her body was found on September the 8th. She went missing. She was missing since April 2024 when she was just 13 years old. 13 years old, hooking up with a boy. And her parents, what's up with that? And in 2024, he was what, 19 or 18? So he was grown. Anyway, private investigator, the same dude I was telling you guys about before, his manager definitely needs to be looked into as well. You're right. Because he's the one, didn't they say he rented the house for him? So clearly, D4vd must have not been old enough to rent a house, or he was just too young to rent a house. It's crazy. Anyway, Steve Fisher, the private investigator, obtained the initial complaint report, a vehicle impound report, and photos of D4vd's Tesla resulting from when it was declared abandoned. He told Banfield on Friday that neighbors noticed the car had been parked in the same spot for a while. So that car, that private eye said that he believes that that car was moved from location to location throughout those weeks. It didn't stay in one location, all right? And who did this? Who moved the car? Because if David was on tour, then who moved the car? All right? Now, Fisher told News Nation that when he spoke to neighbors of D4vd, one of them noted that they were certain the car had been there for over a month. So if it's been there for over a month, you mean to tell me this girl was unalive all of August? Because they didn't find her till September the 8th. Over a month. Now, to be told from a street where there were no parking restrictions, it had to be there quite a while, Fisher added. Fisher also noted that the only identifying feature in the report was the dent on the car. There was no mention of an odor of a decomposing body. Fisher also said that D4vd's car was parked about 150 feet from the Hollywood Hills mansion where he was staying, in a strategic area. And what does that mean? Okay, so he described the parking spot as a place where few people would walk by, in as good a place to leave it as any. So somebody was parking the car in a place where people weren't really coming by and they wouldn't really pay attention to the car. But when do you think that that smell would come out of that car and other people would still smell it in the neighborhood? Because that smell is not just going to stay there. You're talking about a body in the trunk that smells. So wouldn't that smell come out of that car? And people, even if the car is not by their house, you're going to still smell that odor. Just like when you go by a horse farm, you know, a horse stable, whatever, you can smell those horses' feces all the way down the street, just about. All right? Because it's so strong. So one would think if a body is in the trunk, even if it is in plastic, you're going to smell that body still. So you mean to tell me nobody smelled anything coming from that car? You said all modern Teslas are equipped with multiple cameras, including a driver face camera for monitoring attention and several exterior cameras for features like dash cam and sentry mode. The damn car probably going to solve the crime if they did not deactivate everything. Okay, because you can't turn all of that stuff off. Now, David's car was reported abandoned on August the 26th. The neighbors said they saw that car there for over a month. Now, an officer initially inspected and cited the car August 27th. You didn't tell me to smell anything. Another ticket was then issued on September the 3rd before ultimately being towed and impounded September the 5th, 3 days before Celeste's body was discovered. So, you mean to tell me whoever put that car there did not have any sense to go back and move it? I don't know. I just don't see David himself putting that car there, knowing that a body is there and just leaving it there, knowing that it would smell, somebody would call and report it eventually, and the police can come and impound it. I don't believe that. The only way I can believe that is if he went into his alter ego and he got some mental problems that no one knows about. All right, point blank. Other than that, I just don't believe that. I honestly believe somebody else did this. I don't know who or what. I don't know. But if he did do it, you know, he got some mental shit going on. Because why would you park a car 150 feet away from your place where you stay? And then you so damn stupid that you don't go move the car? Because you know that if you leave a car sitting there and nobody never go and check the car, do anything, move it or anything, they're going to report that car. And then the police is going to come in and tow it. And then they're going to search that car probably. Come on now. You said, come on, Shay. You do know, even if you cut it off, it's not really off. Of course it's not really off. Just like your phone. It can be tracked even when turned off. Right. Now, some friends said that D4vd and Celeste were romantically involved. All right. But these friends also said, like I told you yesterday, that they thought Celeste was in college and at least 19 years of age. See, they thought she went to USC, University of Southern California. No one really questioned much about her background. They just knew her as this college student that went to USC. And that's what Neff said. And Neff, let's see who's Neff. Charles Neff. That's a senior news reporter from TMZ. Okay? So, I mean, it's, the whole story is crazy. You know, somebody said, if anything, he should be locked up for sleeping with a minor. The thing is, if the parents knew about this, they need to be in trouble as well. All right. Because if she did and he did link up when she was 11, like some people are saying, including the brother, even though he was 16, he was a minor then too, that girl shouldn't be dating at 11. He can date because he was 16 or 15. 15, in my opinion, is too young still, but 16, but her being 11, 12, and 13, when she first ran away the first time, they should have did, I don't know what they should have done, but something should have been done so she couldn't be running away again. First of all, you need to find out the underlying reason why she was running away and deal with that. All right? Point blank. And if she was liking this dude, David, at least you can do is see who David is, have his ass come over to the house, find out who this dude is, and let her and him know she's too young for you to date. You're like, 18, 19, 20. You're a grown man. Shh. Tesla GPS knows exactly when the car moved. Cops won't have to guess. Well, they act like they got to guess, but they may not be just telling us any information. So let's see here. So anyway, like I told y'all yesterday, some footage came into TMZ from a local liquor store whose owner says Celeste was observed getting into a waiting vehicle. Now, Celeste's sister reportedly has identified the faraway girl in the video as her sibling. In the footage, the teen wears a black hoodie and white pants. Okay. And she got into this black car, which is probably the Tesla. Okay. I don't know for sure, but it was black. That's what one of her relatives said. I think the sister said it was a black car, or the owner of the store said it's a black car. So that may be David's car. Hey, Payo. Oh, yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I definitely believe it. Also, when she ran away, like I told you the other day, when she ran away the first time, they found her over there in Hollywood Hills. That's where this dude was living at. Okay? Hold on, let's go around. Let's see. Now they said that Sentry mode was actually activated on the car, and it's doing a lot of recording of video footage from its 8 external cameras, if it was on. Okay. So we will see. Now, if it was not activated, there will be no footage recorded by the stationary vehicle. And they did say, Jermaine, it can be deleted remotely, though police would still have a chance at recovering the information. So they can still, like you just said, Jermaine. And we know that the LA County Medical Examiner's Department has not stated a cause of unaliving, but you do not have to have that stated in order to press charges on the person. Okay. Now let's see what else we got here. All this information coming in. Okay, let's do this. Oh man, what's that? Hold on. Let's see, they break silence. Let's see. That story just went off. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else we got, guys. I hate when this stuff goes off so quick. So check this out. They got some more security footage, okay, of Celeste roaming through Lake Elsinore before she disappeared. That's crazy. Okay, let's see here. So she went missing after she told her mom that she had a boyfriend named Allegation.D4vd, which is David. So TMZ has now obtained security camera footage of one of the times she ran away. It shows her wear a black hoodie and white pants and walking near a liquor store close to her family home. It was captured just after 7 a.m. on March the 19th, 2024. That's when she got in that black car. That's when she ran away. And that seems like that is David's car. The owner of the liquor store said that Celeste came to that store a lot to buy snacks. He also said he never heard of her dealing with any issues at home. Now, previous reports suggested that she had some problems at home, and that's why she probably ran away. I don't know about that. She might just have ran away because she started liking this boy. Okay, because some girls will do that. They'll start liking a boy and think they're in love. The boy telling them stuff, and they run away to be with him. Okay, that does not mean that there are problems at home. So anyway, let's see what else we got here. Now let me see what these comments are saying. So let's see. Somebody said they stated before the house was in his producer manager name. So how could he break the lease? Another thing, other people had access to his things. Do your research. I strongly believe he was set up. I do too. I honestly don't believe he did it unless he has some mental problems. Okay, let me tell y'all what I believe again. I believe either somebody was jealous and they had an altercation and they accidentally unalive her, they panicked, they called somebody else over and they dismembered this girl's body and put her in that daggone trunk. And that's why they was moving that car in different locations so it wouldn't get towed. And then one day somebody slipped up, okay? Or Celeste was at that house while David went on tour and somebody else was there and maybe try to, get some X from her. And, after they did that to her, or he did it to her, he was scared that she may tell, so he unalived her. Okay, and dismembered her and put her in the back of the trunk. And again, moving the car back and forth to different locations. And then just said, forget it. It left it in the other location because they figured that the blame would be put on D4vd. Like this person said, do your research. I strongly believe he was set up. Who would leave that much incriminating evidence? Even though this turned out horrific and unaliving, look at the family that was okay with the relationship. I agree. Also, what about the manager? What about the manager? Somebody said he and his manager broke the lease, not just him. And I doubt her family knew much about the guy. She didn't have the best relationship with her mom. That's why she kept running away from home. I don't give a damn. If you know your daughter is dating some dude named David or whatever, I would hope you want to find out who this person is, especially if she ran away the first time and she was found in that area where he lives at. Clearly, she ran away to be with him. So at the most you can do, even if you can't stop her from seeing this dude, is go find out who this dude is. Find out about him, invite him over to the house to find out why is he trying to talk to your little young daughter, point blank, and let him know that she's too young. I mean, even though they may still see each other, but at least do your damn job as a parent. Tell him to wait till this girl get damn 18. All right? Somebody else said, I think her family was extorting him with knowledge that she was pregnant. A minor runaway, that would explain her being dismembered and from her torso down missing. Oh, wow. This would be the motive to ruin his career as an up-and-coming artist. Someone in his camp did it while he was conveniently on out of town. Her family knew all about her relationship more than let it on, and now playing the victim. I believe deep down inside, I don't know if this is true. This is just I believe. I believe they knew too. Okay, and I believe that he probably was helping them. Okay, and I also believe that somebody else did this. I really do, unless he's crazy and he slips into his alter ego and he did all of this, but he was out of town. Unless he did it before he left. Okay, and she was unalive in July, because the neighbors said that car was there for over a month. Maybe she was unalive in July. Okay, and he could have slipped into the alternative, what do you call it? The alternate ego, right? And don't remember. That's why the car was left there, because that alter ego wouldn't give a damn about getting him in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Could be that, but then it does not. Something else is not explained. When he went out of town, then who kept moving the car? And that means somebody else had to do it too. Be involved. So I mean, it's so many different scenarios. Let me read y'all comments over here. You said I work with this type of tech every day. It can be recovered 100%. Okay, so have him arrested. Have who arrested? Geez, this isn't rocket science. David, the fool the family was waiting on. He did it quick like OJ. Wow. So y'all think that David actually did it? Somebody said just man up. Man up and say if you unalive her before they find out you did or didn't. And they will find out. Right now you are at least looking at being charged with having a relationship with a minor. I pray her family gets justice for her unaliving. She was just a baby, caught up in the high life of a wannabe star. Funny how nobody heard of him or his music till now. He's getting all the attention he wants. Well, that's where you're wrong, Wendy. A lot of people did hear of him. You just didn't know about him because you don't know about him. Because the boy was already rich and everything. You know what I'm saying? I looked him up. He was really selling a lot of music and everything. Y'all need to look up stuff before y'all start talking. All right? The boy was already rich. You know what I'm saying? He was already rich. Somebody said this story is so freaking strange. It sure is. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. I think he's definitely guilty of having a relationship with a minor, even though he's not that old himself. And since he crossed over 18, he still, is a grown man. They really weren't that far in age difference, but since he's past 18, he's 18 and over, that's where the problem comes in at right there. So let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, so let's go over here and see what we got on TikTok. What else they are saying about him. Okay, let me mute this real quick. Let me read y'all comments as well. You say if she was being peed out, anything could have happened. Maybe. I believe he did it and had help. But he was out, like I said, he would have had to do it sometime in July because he was out on tour. All I'm sure of is the family wanted her out the house for sure. It ain't care who it was with. Or it doesn't necessarily, I don't know if the family actually wanted her out because we don't know. He could have been taking care of the family, giving them money and things like that. And so if they were poor and the girl liked the boy anyway, they probably didn't see no real harm and just let her go ahead and date that dude, especially since they getting money. You'll be shocked how many people let their underage daughter date a dude that's 18 or 19 or 20. You would be shocked. You would be shocked. Okay? He's not the only one. Trust me. He really isn't. Okay, now let's go ahead and, let me present and share first. I always forget. And thank you to everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys. All right. Now, and don't forget the thumbs up. Thumbs up the video too. Make sure y'all thumbs up when y'all come in, because we need to get these night owl videos, higher in the viewership. Okay, so get those thumbs up and share it too. Okay, so let's look at Celeste. So they was basically repeating everything I already just said. So damn. So they said she was alive before being dismembered. That's sad. Let's see what they're saying right here. And then we're going to look at this security footage again too. Okay, that's her right there. Running and stuff. Beating that dude. Look at that shit right there. Let's look at this one first.
Multiple times in early 2024.
That's her right there. TMZ released this. Okay, guys? TMZ. Just so y'all can know that. I hope they show the car. I bet you they won't. Well, you see TMZ name on it anyway. So she going, look at her running down the street. That's where she ran away from home. Probably going to meet that boy. She running to go meet somebody. This is crazy. Somebody said why this footage was given to the family. The store owner said that he gave this video footage to the family to see if they can figure out where she went. That's probably how they found her in Hollywood Hills, where D4vd lived. Okay? So that day, she got in the car, in a black car by the liquor store. That's the same day she ran away. I think this was early in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. And this is in Lake Elsinore. Crazy. Let me see. Somebody said, what doesn't make sense to me is if they knew she went to the movies with him and knew this while she was 13 years old. To me, this screams they never really cared until they realized she wasn't going to come back home. And that's when they started freaking out like, wait a minute, have you spoken to Celeste? And then to top it off, the brother stated he's seen that same Tesla pick his sister up. Okay, how, when, why? If she was only 13 years old. Plus, Celeste pisses me off because she was being so, rebellious and not giving two F's. Now look where it landed her. A lot of us need to understand that just because she's gone doesn't mean we can't still fault her for what she was doing. She failed herself. Her parents failed her. The system failed her. The police failed her. At D4vd failed her, and also found out that Riverside County never put her in the missing person database. Shaking my effing head, screw this whole world for failing not just Celeste, but all these other kids that go missing, run away because they never got proper house training and end up unalive at the hands of someone who should have been loving and protecting them. This is what our world is now. drugs, murders, violence, crimes, demonic music, and the list goes on. Let me see what somebody else said. Well, I read all of that. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all don't read shit. Okay. So they said that location is a 2-minute drive from where the liquor store is located. That parking lot, Echo Highland, and the name of the liquor store is Elago Spirits in Lake Elsinore. Google it. They said she must have wanted to go back home, and he didn't want that, right? Because in one of those not videos, but in one of those messages, she said she missed her mom and her sister, remember? And stuff. And he was saying something like she couldn't go back home right now or something. Y'all remember that? So also another scenario is that she could have wanted to go back home, right? And they got into an altercation and he made a mistake and unalived her. Okay? And then he panicked and called up somebody, to be manager, anybody, and they helped, put her in the car unalived and all that. But why would they dismember her though? So let's listen to this real quick. I hope it ain't no music in it. Let's see. Oh no, we can't listen to that. So autopsy confirms Celeste was still alive before being dismembered. Damn. So they dismembered her while she was alive. Honestly, I just really don't feel like this dude did this, because in order to dismember her while she was alive, that means you didn't give two fucks about this girl. That means she was screaming, crying, screaming, and every damn thing. She was alive when they was cutting her up and things like that. And they said the torso was cut, right? She was cut below her torso or something like that. So that's the damn shame. So I don't know if this is true or not. Okay, I hope it's not. They said she was, no, they did say she was dismembered. Can you read? It said that she was dismembered. Somebody said it was because her body was very decomposed and that's what was left of her. I don't know. How did they say it? I'm going to have to go look at the thing again. So again, I don't know if this part right here is true, because people just put anything up. And this is AI probably right here. Her getting her diploma and stuff. I don't know. So, okay, we already figured they lived together. Okay, let's see what they're saying here. We already kind of much figured that.
David's immediate neighbor has told the news. And we're going to talk about how David and his manager have moved out of the mansion since it was raided. So as we know, a vigil was held for. So we have comments down below. And of course, don't forget to hit the follow button, because I am going to be keeping up with Hollywood Hills. Celeste's birthday was September 7th, at which she would have turned 50.
Let's stop this right quick. So April of 2024, that's when she was reported missing. Okay. Then his tour started August the 5th. Okay. So let's go back and look at this. So the police found her body on September the 5th or 8th or something like that, right? The neighbors said the car was there for over a month. So they found the car on September the 6th, and the neighbors said the car been there for over a month. That means that the car was there since August, before August the 5th. It had to be there the last week of July. So it's very possible that Celeste could have been unalive in late July. So let's just go with the scenario. So what if it was found out that she is pregnant and, they got into, not the pregnancy, because I don't think that would have happened because she pregnant, period. But what if she was saying that she wanted to go home, right? And they got into some type of altercation, and he switched up and changed into his alter ego and then unalived this girl. That could have happened. Okay, that could have happened. Because again, he did not go on his tour until August the 5th. The neighbors said that car was there for over a month. They didn't say a month. Okay, they said over a month. So a month from September the 6th would be August the 6th, right? Or a little over a month would be sometime in July. So maybe that girl was unalive sometime in July, and that's why her body was so severely decomposed. And another thing that PI pointed out, he said that if her body was always in that trunk, it wouldn't be so badly decomposed. So maybe she wasn't in the trunk initially, and she was put in there later. They discovered her in that trunk on September the 8th, and it was wrapped in plastic in the trunk. And it was dismembered, okay? Dismembered. Let me tell y'all what the definition of dismember is. And then I'm going to read y'all comments, okay? Define dismembered. Dismember means that something was cut off. Okay, it says having had the limbs cut off. It ain't say the limbs was off because she was decomposed. It said that she was dismembered. So they probably cut her limbs to get her to fit inside of that Tesla trunk, even though you could put a full body in the Tesla without cutting the limbs. I don't know why they cut her limbs off, okay? Yeah, being cut or pulled apart into pieces. That's what that means. It means to deliberate separation of limbs, organs, or the head. So her head and stuff was separated from the body, and it was deliberate. Okay. Let's see how long it takes for a body to really decompose. How long does it take for a body inside of a trunk to decompose very, very badly? Well, they say in a matter of weeks, especially during warm weather. And it actually makes it as it actually accelerates. Okay, it does an accelerated greenhouse effect. So that PI was wrong with that one. Okay, so let's see here. So advanced decomposition is this right here. Within 2 to 6 days, the body enters the bloat stage, and foul odors begin to develop as internal gases build up. That's why I get bloated. Within 5 to 11 days, the active decay stage begins. Soft tissues break down a lot, releasing fluids and attracting insects like blowflies if they can access the body. That's within 5 to 11 days. Within 9 to 13 days, in a warm, enclosed car, decomposition can progress to near skeletonization in less than 2 weeks, with the flesh mostly gone due to high temperatures. I bet your body was just like that. Within 1 to 2 months, in temperate climates, the body could reach an advanced state of decay, leaving behind mostly skeletal remains and dry tissues. So it depends on the stage that she was in too. They can probably tell how long she was in that daggone trunk. Now, since she had on clothing, they said that clothing can delay it a little bit, decomposition in early stages. But once those insects get inside, it can also provide more places for them to lay eggs and accelerate decay. It's crazy. So she was dismembered, meaning that her body parts were cut off or torn off. Okay, that wasn't from decomposition. Okay.
Before I really say anything, I just want to say I am sending my condolences to Celeste's mother. I've been on a rabbit hole in this baby's passing and her body being discovered in this young man, David's Tesla, is sending me. Okay. I know I've never talked about any of this.
So I'm about to stop her because, damn, you can't play music. I wish they would stop playing music. I wanted to hear everything she says, but she got to be playing this damn music, and we won't be able to hear it. Okay, I don't know how to put on closed caption with her stuff. I guess she would have had to do it. I wish they would stop playing this damn music. Just go ahead and talk. Damn, she sounds like she's a good talker. So we already know allegedly she attended parties with fake ID to show that she was older. So this is the footage right here. We already seen that. I don't know if this is the car right here, but we already seen the video. Let's see.
Breaking news, Celeste was seen on surveillance footage and was not seen at David's concert. A source close to the investigation has confirmed that the individual seen in the videos at David's concert that many believe is Celeste is in fact not. In addition to that, Celeste was also seen on surveillance footage at a liquor convenience store. This store is located within her hometown. The owner of the store says that he knows a lot of the neighborhood children because the school bus stops right in front of his store every day and they get off and get chips and soda. One of those individuals that he knew was a regular was Celeste. He said she would also come in and get chips and soda. When Celeste went missing one of the times last year, her sister went to this convenience store to ask the owner to review footage. After reviewing footage, he saw Celeste on it. Celeste was seen on March 19th, 2024, exiting the store. She then goes across the street, walks farther down the street, and gets into an unknown vehicle. The owner of the store said that because he could not zoom in, he could not tell the make or model of the vehicle or who else was in the vehicle. But he did confirm that Celeste got into it. Again, to reiterate, a source close to the investigation confirmed that the video at David's concert is not Celeste. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below. I'll keep you guys updated. What do you think? Drop in the comments. Breaking news, Celeste was seen.
Okay. Listen, how did she end up in a car? They said,
I want him to be put behind.
what if she could committed this, you know, what the S word? I don't know about that. I don't know about that, you guys. I don't know about that. But this case is pretty daggone strange. It's very strange. And it's just weird. Let's see. Here we go right here. If they wanted her, why report her missing 4 times? Out. Okay, age of adult should be increased to 22 or 22. No way am I taking a baby as an adult. 21, 22, that's what you meant, right? I started running away too. My family always came looking for me though. Why did you run away, Paulo? I don't think the body was in the car the whole time. I really don't. Even the PI said it probably wasn't. I don't think it was. Because you can't tell me that body was in that car the whole time and nobody smelled that body. You just heard me tell you that the body starts smelling almost immediately, just about. I think I said what? Within 2 to 3 days or something like that. I can't remember. Let me see, what did I say? The decomposition phase. Let's see. You went through the other thing. It'll never go back to the same thing that you looked at the first time. Damn. I think it said 2 to 3 days or something like that, or 5 to 11. I can't remember, but it's not long. Okay, it's not long at all. I want to get that off my phone. I don't like talking about stuff like that too much, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's just only a couple of days. You don't want to be reminded of, you know what, like that. You know what I'm saying? But Paulo, why did you start running away? I don't know who hired the PI. You're not convinced it was what? It was in the car. I'm not either. Celeste Family Mafia, they do all that, this memorization type of stuff. They sure do. I don't believe that boy did that unless he went into one of those other personalities and shit. He's a little off. I just don't believe that, because I don't believe he would have did that. I just don't. And leave the car there, that's stupid. But with that car, since it records everything, that's the key. His computer stuff in the house, all of that stuff is the key. Now, if he would have did something, I'm pretty sure I would have got rid of all my electronic stuff. I just would have got rid of it. I would delete stuff, but I'll also dispose of that where nobody could get any information off of it at all. He could have took their whole laptop, computer, all that electronic shit, and just throw it down in the middle of damn Pacific Ocean, and they would have never found that shit. But first delete it and damage all that shit, so in case they can get it, some kind of, it comes up with some shit, they still can't get shit off of it. Plus, it's gonna have water damage anyway. I don't know why people don't do that shit, to get rid of that shit. That's the best way to do it. Or you can take it and bury it deep into a grave all the way down, but still dispose the stuff inside of it. You know what I'm saying? And put that shit in water. See, you can just put that shit in water, right? And then you take that damn computer stuff and all that shit and just get a shallow grave and put it in there. And don't tell nobody, just do that yourself. That's what he should have done. If he did that, I would think that he would do something so he wouldn't get caught. So I don't believe that he took this girl's life. I believe somebody else did it. I really do. And they basically made it look like he did it when they left that car there and when they put her inside of his car. They need to look at too who all has access to his car, because he was gone then. But still, if he did it, he still could have did something to her in July. Because if they seen that Tesla, unless nobody was in that Tesla when it was out there when they saw that car, we need to find out when the last time they seen this girl. What about her cell phones? Did they find her cell phone and look at the last day it was used? I mean, even though it doesn't mean that was her using that. Okay. So, but you can figure out how they can find out when the last time she was seen. Maybe question all the friends. I'm sure they did that already, to see when the last time they seen that girl. Because remember, none of these friends knew she was underage. They all thought she was around 19 years old and a college student at University of Southern California, USC. So this is a trip, like I just said. This is a trip. A trip. My condolences are expressed out to her family and friends and things, anybody who knew her, and my prayers are with them. But I hope all of the truth is revealed, all right? And they actually find out who did this to this girl. She did not deserve to be unalive, cut up, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? She just did not deserve that, or whatever else happened to her. Period. It's just plainly ridiculous. And parents, you got to, stay talking to your girls and your boys. Okay, teach your boys they don't need to be talking to underage kids. All right, even if they are 18. Don't talk to anyone that's 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, and things like that. That's a no-no. All right, and teach your girls the same thing. Don't be talking to these grown-ass men. You're too young. You got plenty of time to, date a grown man when you get grown. You mess with grown people, sometimes you get into grown situations that you can't get yourself out of. You know what I'm saying? So parents need to be focused more on their kids' lives and find out who they're dating and get to know them and things like that. Because clearly, if her mom knew that she was dating someone named David, and she would have told her, well, bring your boyfriend over so I can meet him, then she might be still alive now. I mean, because sometimes you cannot stop these kids from talking because they sneak and do it. But damn, give them the tools that's needed so they can be able to protect themselves, to know what to do and things like that, and know who the person is. At least know this shit and let him know this is a no-no. You are too old to be dating my daughter. Period. Sometimes just words alone will encourage people to stop doing certain things. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. And it wouldn't hurt to, try that tactic. And you know what the next tactic is? The police. Okay? But that's why she probably did what she did, because she probably figured they would call the police. That's if they didn't really know, and he wasn't helping them. All right? And you never know, Mario. You just never know with this statement you made right there. All right. So anyway, we're going to move on now from her in D4vd, and we are going to talk about, we're going to recap Diddy real quick, okay? Diddy. So let's go to this little thing down here. Diddy. All right. So I told y'all earlier about Diddy, how his attorneys, let me turn this down with you. How his attorneys make final push to reverse his conviction before sentencing. They either are asking for an acquittal or to do a retrial, okay? And they actually went to court, to hearing, I think it's a hearing, that's what you call it, on Thursday. And they talked for about 88 minutes, I believe. And Judge Submarinian said he will make a decision by October 3rd when Diddy is sentenced. I don't know how Submarinian is going to, what he's going to, decide on, how many years or months Diddy gets. What happened? I don't know who put that in there. Who put it in there? I probably was Jade. Why would she put that over there? Put that in the bathroom. It belongs in the bathroom. You need to open it up so it can make it smell better. Shit, underneath the sink. Shit, for real. But anyway, like I was saying, sorry about that, y'all. Diddy. Okay. I said, I don't know how Judge Submarania, what he's going to do, if he's going to give him 14 months, because Diddy's team is asking for 14 months. Or if he's going to get 4 years, because the prosecution is asking for 4 years. Or if he will get more, like 7 years. Okay? Because I was reading where they said that the judge could go take half of the years that he could possibly, I guess the maximum years or whatever the case is, or the maximum he would basically give him and divide it up into 2. So that would be like 7 point something years. Hopefully they don't give him those 7 years. Okay. But I don't know how Judge Submaranian is going to do this. All right. He acts like he got it in for him. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying, because he would not, agree to the bail, the bond, none of that stuff, the stipulations or anything, so I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out. I just don't know. But next week we will see, and I'll definitely be covering it. Okay, we will find out next week. Yes, 7 years is crazy. Like I said, though, the prosecution is only asking for 4. So if Judge Submaranian wanted to just do, what the prosecution is asking, then 4 years. And then Diddy obviously would get a year in a couple of weeks or so time served. So he would have 3 more years to do, which is still a trip, But maybe he will give the 14 months with a year time served. And then he would do the additional couple months and be out by the beginning of next year. That's about the best thing. Or if they do give him 14 months, maybe they can give him house arrest for the other couple of months. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out, but his team is definitely fighting hard. Okay. They said that the Mann Act was unjust. Okay. That they used how they did it and things like that. So they're using that right there as a strategy, okay, to get his to get an acquittal or either get a retrial. So we will see if this tactic works. Period. But I can say that Diddy and his team are doing everything that they can do to get him out of jail and to keep him from going to prison for possibly, he can go up to 20 years, but possibly 7, or 4. Okay, so that's the recap on Diddy. Let's go ahead and move right along. All right. And I will be keeping y'all abreast of Diddy information on October the 3rd when he does go in for sentencing. That would probably be the title of my live. All right, so let's see what else we got. Hold on, let's see what else we got here. And then I did tell you guys about Antonio Brown saying that all of this stuff with Charlie Kirk and possibly giving him some coins, 400 coins with his face on the front and with some words on the back. Antonio Brown said Trump and his team are doing this just to avoid releasing the Epstein files. All right. So that was tripped out that we, learned about. I think that was the day before yesterday. And I think it's some really suspicious shit that went on with the Charlie Kirk unaliving on everything. Some unanswered questions. When I went back over the messages with Tyler Robinson and his alleged partner, it honestly sounds like a detective interrogating him. And just the way they were talking to each other, the partner was questioning him just like a damn detective. Okay. And he was asking him questions like he was trying to find out, what he did for a particular reason. Because listen, if you were calling your partner and you were telling your partner that you've been with for a minute, that you want to lie with somebody, would you be just going into strict details like that in a text message? Would you be interrogating them like that in a text message? No, you would tell them, come home, we'll talk about it in person, right? And don't go back to the scene and things like that. You're not going to be responding like this dude did. And he could not wait, the partner. He couldn't wait to turn that information over to the FBI. So that's all of that is kind of weird. And then just the way this man got unalive, while he was doing this little talking and things like that, and just everything. The whole thing is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? The whole entire thing, everything. So I do believe what Brown is saying when he said certain things has been done just to avoid releasing the Epstein files. Plus, I think it goes a little bit deeper. I really, truly do. And I think, it's more behind his unalignment. And I think other people may be involved. And why isn't Tyler saying anything? He's not saying anything. Was he already told not to talk? Okay, was he threatened? Was his family threatened or what? And what's up with his grandmother saying all that stuff? And now no one is saying anything. Why ain't he weird? But I will be keeping you guys abreast of that situation as well, okay? So let's see this. I forgot to tell y'all this part of this. Let me see what this man is talking about. Oh, he's talking. I don't want to play him talking. Let me see if I can pull it up over here. Let me mute this music and see if I can pull this up over here. Because I forgot to show y'all this on Celeste. Let me do this real quick. This is kind of important. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because he's on a video. Let's see. I don't know if you can put this on here, but let's see. I think this is right here. No, I don't think this is it right here. So you can get the autopsy. You don't even have the report. Oh, they did get the proof of that. They should tell us everything. Let me see. So yeah, I can't pull up that. I don't see that interview on here. Yeah, I don't see that interview. So I guess we can't see that. But I tell you what, if you want to see that video, you can go to News Nation, and it says, what can Celeste Rivas, just what I got up there, turn it as, I know I just said that wrong, body reveal about her unaliving. Okay, it's by Banfield. All right, so you may can pull it up yourself. Wait, let's see if I can do this. Let me put Banfield name up there. Let's see, Banfield. Let's see if I can pull it up now. See, I can't even find it. So yeah, y'all can just go to that story like I just said, and you can hear what they're saying about that, because you can't read anything here. They just have a video, and I can't play the actual video off of YouTube. Okay, so just to let y'all know that. Anyway, okay, let's go back over here. Oh, hold on, let's see what this is. I'm just watching. Let's see. Okay, so we already seen. Okay, I was just looking at some of you guys. All right, so okay, let's see what else I got over here. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump right into a little breaking news, some stories that are really weird. I wouldn't necessarily say the actual things that happen to people is fuckery. It's just the fact that some things people can do to people is fuckery. Now, this first news story that I'm going to tell you guys about is not a fuckery news article at all. I was going to actually tell you guys about this the other day. I just didn't get a chance to. But I want you guys to know this, because if you got kids and they have ADHD, you need to hear this, all right? So anyway, hold on. A boy, 5 years old, was burned to unalive in front of his mom during a ADHD treatment. Thomas Cooper, a 5-year-old preschooler, was burned to unalive in front of his mother during an ADHD treatment while trapped inside a pressurized oxygen chamber. That's crazy. Anyway, he was from Royal Oak, Michigan, and he was declared unalive on January 31st at the Oxford Center. All right, and this is a suburban Detroit medical facility in Detroit. So anyway, they did do $100 million lawsuit. All right. So let's see what happened. So the child was secured into the oxygen chamber, which exploded, unaliving him in seconds. His mother, who attempted to save him, was injured. That's sad. So anyway, the lawyers did claim that the defendants chose profits over people, co-signing patients to be strapped into a chamber that became a human incinerator the instant a spark ignited, alleging further that the conduct was not mere negligence. It was conscious, deliberate, and depraved. The defendants knew with absolute certainty that if a fire happened in one of its chambers, the patient inside would be burned alive with zero chance of survival. Now, the lawsuit claims that Thomas unaliving was not a tragic accident. It was a foreseeable, it was foreseeable and could have been avoided, and virtually certain result of the defendant's callous indifference to human life. Young Thomas Cooper paid the ultimate price for the defendant's corporate greed. Now, 4 people have been charged in connection to the little boy's unaliving that happened in March, including the founder and CEO of the center. Her name is Tamala Peterson, age 58. She was slapped with a second-degree murder charge. And then Gary Markin, the 65-year-old manager of the facility, and safety manager Gary Mosteller, 64, were both hit with charges of second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. The operator of the chamber at the time of the fatal incident, 60-year-old Alita, I guess it's Aleta Moffitt, was charged with involuntary manslaughter and intentionally falsifying medical information on a medical records chart. All four entered pleas of not guilty on March the 10th before Troy District Court Magistrate Elizabeth Chappelli, I guess. Defense attorneys for the accused argued that the tragic was nothing more than a terrible accident. He said, "This is a tragic accident, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the little boy. I want to remind everyone that this was an accident, not an intentional act." And that's what attorney Raymond Sazer stated. All right. Now, a nurse at the center had previously stated in December that the goal of the 5-year-old's treatment at the center was to address his ADHD symptoms, hyperactivity, sleep, and overall health, according to legal filings. Now, according to the Mayo Clinic, hyperbaric oxygen therapy boosts oxygen delivery throughout the body by supplying pure oxygen within an enclosed chamber featuring elevated air pressure levels. The lawsuit claimed that the facility advertised and sold treatment plans for hyperbaric treatment for over 100 conditions, according to the websites, including treatment for HIV, fetal alcohol syndrome, epilepsy, bladder infections, attention deficit disorder, and autism. And then the court documents also state that an extensive list of ailments was promoted by the Oxford Center, even though the FDA had only approved treatment for 13 conditions due to the unproven efficacy, I think that's how you pronounce this, efficacy of treatment for any other condition. So in August, the FDA announced it was aware of reports of serious injuries and unalivings with the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, HBOT devices. Currently, the root cause of these events is not known. But the thing about it, if these people know this stuff, even if they don't know it, before you let your children get into something like this, you need to research it, honestly. Because I don't like those damn machines. I don't like none of those machines that trap you inside, because I be thinking the weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I was in that little, I can't remember the name of it, the machine that you get inside of, but you're not like in like the hyperbaric chamber, but your body still be in it. And I was just sitting up there in the machine thinking, what if an earthquake happened? How the hell would I get out this machine? I was thinking that I don't like all those weird ass machines going inside these chambers and shit, checking you to see if you have any cancers in your body and shit like that. I'm telling you straight up, I'm always thinking of ways how to get out of that shit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. One thing, me not being that big, I'll be thinking how I can slide. Don't panic, Shay. Slide out the machine. I'll be thinking of shit like that. Don't panic. But as far as the kid getting in this right here, I don't know if I could have let my child get in that. And I know that was a horrible thing to see the child, burning up in a damn machine. And that's sad. And that little baby probably was screaming. I mean, everything probably happened in seconds, but still, just the whole thought of it, what your child experienced. I just don't, honestly, I just don't know about all these different devices. And my prayers are sending out to this mom and my condolences and everything. God. Sometimes, I'm going to be perfectly honest, all these advanced treatments, these machines, some of these machines you just need to avoid and just try other approaches. Because some of this shit can be really dangerous. Damn. I hope she finds peace as well. I really do. And I pray that she finds peace. Damn. And they said since it's not really no scientific evidence that it does do all of these things, she probably really feel, bad. But it's not her fault. Goodness. And she tried to save her child like anybody would do. Damn. Somebody said, how did this fire start? And why was he strapped in? How bad was this problem for the parents to be in that and strapped down? Somebody said ADHD is not a problem. That's why I said, I'm not blaming her, of course not, but I'm just saying, I don't know how bad his ADHD was, but sometimes we can't be doing all these new things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just have to try natural approaches. You know what I'm saying? Because some of this shit, even medications, making people worse. Well, somebody said that's why they hate taking their children to the doctor, because they don't care about them. They just care about money. Some doctors do, but not all doctors, okay? That's why you need to be looking for a doctor like you look for a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend. You need to really be checking them out. You need to be in that room, watching how they care for your child and things like that. You can tell a caring doctor versus one that's out just for the money. If your doctor does not sit down and talk to you in depth, in detail, and explain stuff to you about your children and have patience, more than likely they're not there for the right reasons, okay? Point blank. Even doctors who try to brush off all this type of shit on you without giving you other approaches first. I promise you these people don't be really caring. They just going with the routine, period. So, I don't know why people deal with these doctors that don't really give a damn. You can tell them. You really can. And, of course, kids with ADHD act a little different, all right? But the thing is that, and they can be challenging. The thing is, though, we have to make sure that we really check out this shit, because these people have your kids and stuff, and they be unalive, point blank. Not everything, I'm just saying some things. This person right here said they smoke medicated weed for their ADHD, whatever, how you say that. Yeah, ADHD. But I don't think you can give kids, weed, medicated weed. Somebody said I did this with my autistic daughter. She was afraid of being in there by herself, so they let me stay inside with her. You can really hear and feel the oxygen pressures. I'm actually claustrophobic, but I had to do it for my daughter. What scared me was that you couldn't open it from the inside, which is crazy. You should be able to open that from inside. So when I had to go in with her, no one else was in the room with us. I actually thought about, in case of a fire emergency reason, thinking we would both be stuck in the chamber. And somebody else said, as a parent, I could never agree with this for my child, knowing the risk involved. I definitely couldn't. Point blank. Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to do that. All right. Because being, I'm just imagining them being inside that little thing, probably be scared and just, I just can't do it. And then what if something do happen? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that is sad what happened to, her son, I believe, 5 years old. And my prayers are extended out to her. Condolences. People are crazy, man. Okay. So let's see what else we got here. We'll give you one more. Let's see, one more news article. And then we're going to do these viral videos. And then we are going to get out of here. So this little lady right here. Let me show you. Let me stop this share real quick. Now, sometimes I like to show y'all these people's face. This little lady right here thought it was a great idea to do something so devastating. I'm going to tell you guys in 1 minute. She thought it would be a grand idea to unalive. her 3 kids. So let me tell y'all what she did. This is some fuckery right here. So let me change this right here. Let's take this down and let's put this up here. This is some straight up fuckery right here, you guys. It really truly is. People are damn nuts. All right. So she said so they could all drown together. Mom live streams tying herself to her 3 kids before throwing them all into a deep end of a pool to pass on. So she tried to drown herself and her 3 children in the deep end of a community pool. She tied all of them together and threw them into the water in an attempt to end her life and to unalive her children at the same time. This lady's name is Shanice Willingham, 24. She is accused of carrying out the attempted filicide early Wednesday morning. It's spelled F-I-L-I-C-I-D-E. Okay. Now, she tried this early Wednesday morning after giving her last goodbye to her friends and family during an Instagram live stream, according to court documents. Her kids are, get this, 3, 2. What are you doing? Okay, you want to get out? I need to stretch on the couch. Doing the scratching thing. And the other one was 8 months old. Sorry about that, y'all. The defendant loaded her children in a wagon and walked them to the community pool while posting a live story on her Instagram page. That's according to court documents, okay? In the video, the defendant was telling everybody this was her last goodbye and she could not take it anymore. She said she loved her kids so much, but she could not leave them behind because no one would take care of them and they would be safe with God. Prosecutors say the social media broadcast prompted relatives to rush to a pool on Sacramento Street in Valrico, where she lived, okay, or where she said she was. Anyway, the sheriff's deputies were called out and they responded at around 1:30 a.m. to find the lady and her children still alive after being pulled from the pool by family members. This woman had gotten into a fight with her mother earlier in the evening and was allegedly upset that the children's father would not pick her up and their kids after being asked to leave her mom's residence. The father said he doesn't give a F and he ain't doing anything. Goodness. At this point, the defendant loaded her children in a wagon and walked them to the community pool. Before tying her children up, she allegedly called her mother on FaceTime and told her that she loved her. Then she turned the camera around to show her mother that she was at the pool. The defendant sat on the side of the pool and used a rope to tie her and her children together so they could all be bound together after entering the pool. And get this, none of them could swim. She then pushed all 3 children and herself into the pool in an attempt to unalive herself and her children. The defendant and her children were located in the deep end of the pool, which was marked on the side as 6 feet deep. While speaking to the cops after the incident, she allegedly admitted to wanting to end her life and unalive her children at the same time. She confessed to using a rope that had been attached to a life ring. Now, you know that a life ring is a life-saving flotation device in the pool area, and she used that to tie her and her children to her so they could all drown together. Anyway, this lady is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder, and she was ordered to be held Thursday without bond. She has a pre-trial detention hearing scheduled for September the 29th. Okay? Anyway, the sheriff said this incident is nothing short of horrific. The fear and betrayal these innocent children must have felt at the hands of one person meant to love, care for, and protect them is unimaginable. This decision was not a cry for help. It was a deliberate act of cruelty. There is no excuse, no justification. These children were failed by their own mother, and it is only by the quick actions of their family that they are alive today. Okay? So that's some fuckery news right there. It's fuckery because of what she did. All right? Just because the baby daddy said he's not coming to pick her up, he don't give a F. You should have told him, well, F you, and hung up and continue to, do what you need to do for your kids, not try to end your life and their lives too. Come on now. No, her family wasn't okay with that. That's why they called the police. That's why they ran over there and saved her and the kids. That's crazy. Somebody says she's crying out for help. She's a single mother of 3 small children with an apparent sorry-ass baby daddy or daddies. That's enough to drive someone off the deep end. Listen, you got to know this before you get pregnant. That's the first place. The first thing. You got to know that some of these dudes are not going to stick around. Okay? And then if you need help, instead of trying to unalive yourself and your kids, try to go to some agencies or something to talk to somebody. Maybe the church. They have counseling sections and, counselors there to talk to, to be able to help you. Not all churches are a hot mess. There are actually some good ones out there that will, assist you. Unaliving yourself is never the answer. And certainly unaliving your children, that's definitely never the answer. Anyway, my prayers were still extended out to her and her kids and family. And hopefully the kids are in a better, safer place. All right? It's crazy. So here's some more fuckery. Diddy was told to justify why he needs to wear fancy threads instead of a prison jumpsuit. I guess Diddy wants to wear his regular clothing on October the 3rd, his sentencing hearing. Now, it was rejected earlier for him to wear non-prison attire at his recent court appearance. So now the federal judge has ordered Sean Diddy Combs to provide a detailed explanation for why he should be permitted to wear civilian clothing at his October the 3rd sentencing hearing. So Judge Aaron Submaranian denied a motion from Combs' lawyer to allow him to appear in street clothes at his September 25th hearing, concluding the defense has not offered a sufficient reason for doing that. In a written order, Submaranian made clear he would consider a more focused, supported request for the October sentencing and directed the defense to explain why the limited wardrobe they seek is necessary. Anyway, Combs' attorneys have scaled back their clothing requests. In the filing, they asked that the court permit him to wear 2 button-down shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 2 sweaters, and 1 pair of shoes without laces for the sentencing. So that list is smaller than the wardrobe allowance Combs received during his criminal trial earlier this year, when he was permitted to wear up to 5 items of each type to avoid the appearance of being in jail before the jurors. Okay, so we will see if that judge will let him wear his street clothing versus the prison attire. If you said this judge is an asshole, just let the man wear some nice clothes. I know that's right. Okay. So get this, MLK Jr.'s niece, Alveda, I guess, King, defends Charlie Kirk against racism allegations. She said, hold on. She said, such accusations dishonor both Kirk's memory and Christian principles, particularly in the wake of his recent unaliving. She said, as a woman who survived the assassination of my uncle, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my father, Reverend A.D. King, and my grandmother, Mrs. Alberta Williams King, I know all too well the impact of this kind of cowardly act. Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and now, while his family in this nation grieve, some are calling him a racist, a white supremacist, even a fake Christian. Such accusations are conversations unbecoming to a Christian. That's what she said. She also argued that Kirk's legacy was grounded in his outspoken advocate, I can't even say this word, his outspoken words for faith-based values. She said he stood for life, for faith, and for biblical truth. He was not afraid to say the name of Jesus in the public square, and he paid a price for it. Now is the time to attack, now is not the time to attack Charlie. It's the time to lift up the banner of Christ. She urged Americans to remember Kirk for his public engagement, which she said encouraged dialogue on difficult social and cultural issues. She also said, as a member of the one blood human race, Charlie Kirk's legacy of public discourse of bringing difficult conversations to the table mattered. He calls us to think and to pray. Charlie has gone to meet his maker. May he rest in peace. May we honor him today by praying for his family and by answering this question: where will you spend eternity? I do not agree with her, okay, at all. All right. And that's some fuckery, all right, point blank. This man said that he said a lot of negative things about George Floyd. He said negative things about Black women. He said negative things about Black people. What is she talking about? If that's not a form of racism, what is? Shh. That's crazy. Some Black people need to be pimp slapped on everything. Somebody said just because she is a king does not mean she has common sense. He did not like her uncle. Seems as she wants her name in print. Kirk had nothing good to say about MLK. That's crazy. And the only people who support this foolishness is racist people and stupid ass Blacks that defend this craziness. That man was racist on everything. Yes, it's a shame that he was unalive. And I definitely believe with some more stuff going with that, and they did him wrong. But at the same time, he was definitely racist. Okay, please, y'all can say he wasn't racist, but if another white person do the things he do, you're gonna say that person is racist? Y'all be up on social media all damn day talking about this is a Karen, this person is racist, that's a Darren. Look at the video I showed y'all the other day where the lady was listening to these two people talk, and she came over there interfering in their conversation. They weren't even talking to her. Goodness. But you're gonna say this man is a racist? Please. She's definitely a phony, and that's on everything, Dolores. So this is what Charlie Kirk said. He said it was a mistake to pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964. He blamed Jewish money for ruining American culture. He said GAY people are a disease. He said the Second Amendment is worth the cost of some GUN unaliveness. Empathy is a harmful new age term. Don't let mass shooting victims control the narrative with empathy. GUN violence, DATHS, are the cost of keeping our Second Amendment rights. I forced my 10-year-old daughter to give birth. Children should watch executions. Last words. Audience members asked him about GUN violence. He responded with something transphobic. Audience members ask him about follow-up question. He responds with something racist. He is immediately shot in the neck. Don't sow hate and violence and expect love and peace to grow. Because Charlie Kirk spent so much of his life advocating for GUN violence, Kirk's murder was both tragic and, ironic. He was unalive by the very thing he loved. It would be like if Donald T were a child blank to unaliving. Okay? Let's see what else we got here. So somebody said, so you believe that black women stand with Charlie Kirk when he called them DEI hires? We don't agree with him as a people. Right. He basically said that those type of hires are incompetent. That's what he said. Shit, please, what are y'all talking about? If you think this dude wasn't racist, something is wrong with you. All right, on everything. And I don't want to hear you guys complain about no Karens and Darrens and this white police officer just stopped you because you're black. Because they're not racist either. They're just doing their job on everything. I definitely don't care what you think at all. That's crazy. Some of these people are crazy as hell. Somebody say, yeah, the Klan ain't racist either. That's silly. And these people are in arguments about which one are racist. Listen, you have racist people that are Democrats, that are Republicans, that are independents, that are just people. Okay? It doesn't matter about these parties a lot of time. Racist people be everywhere. Okay? You got racist Christians, non-Christians who are racist. All right? Point blank. Y'all stop being dumb and slow. So that was definitely fuckery right there on everything. Oh, that's sad about this little octopus. The octopus is terminally ill. Anyway, that's going to be it with the fuckery news. Let me just tell you this one other thing. 6ix9ine wants to risk his life in prison to get revenge on men who jumped him. Okay, I'm not even going to go into the damn topic about this dude. All right? But anyway, that's it with the news. Let me go ahead and do this viral videos, y'all, and then we are getting ready to get out of here, okay? All right, don't forget the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. All right, let me read this music real quick. Put this up here. We're only going to do like 3 videos, okay? And then we're going to get out of here. All right, let's go ahead and get up here real quick. Oh, I got to share it and stuff. Present, share screen. Okay. Let's go to my messages, see what Jermaine sent me. And we are going to go from there. Oh, let's look at this. This is a grizzly bear chasing down a moose at a Montana campground. Let's see this. Oh, shit. Save them. Slip blew at the damn bear. Oh, that's sad. I bet he got that damn moose. He should have blew his damn horn at the damn bear. Instead of sitting there talking about some Jesus, he should have just blew the horn at the bear. Damn. Why couldn't he just take his car and blow the horn at his ass right there? Gosh. That bear ain't gonna let up. If you would blew that horn a bunch of times, he would have though. Poor Moose, he probably gone, honey. Yeah, he probably gone. I told you, why couldn't he hump his horn? I said that. Let's see what people are saying. I think he should have shut your ass up. He should have. Yeah, I'm so crazy. You should have forget that shit. He should have blew his damn horn many times. I would have. I would have blew the shit out of my horn, honey. I would have saved that moose for that at that time. As a matter of fact, I would have just blew my horn, blew my horn, blew my horn, blew my horn so many times that moose would have got away at least for that day. Because I would have scared the shit out that bear. I'm not gonna lie. I would have blew my horn. I knew I would have. That's sad, man. He didn't need to follow him. He should just blew his damn horn so he won't get that moose. He gonna get him. That moose took off right there, though. He may have gotten away. I hope he got away, but I don't know because that bear gonna keep on going behind him. He can't fight him. I would have rammed his ass with my damn thing on my head. Too bad he had the rest of them with him. They could have double teamed that damn bear. I'm just reading the comments, y'all. This is crazy. I wish they would have just blew the damn horn. That's all he had to do. I'm not giving you no thumbs up because y'all should have blew y'all damn horn. Okay, let's go to look at that. That's
this brought some serious tears to my.
Listen, that's some fuckery back there, okay? Goodness. So what's this about right here? That's Kennedy Williams. I think this is the little girl that was unalive or something. Let's see.
My eyes, y'all. This was 16-year-old Kennedy Williams, and she was unalive while hanging out with some friends at a skating rink. And the monster that did it, his name was Anthony Rushing. He's 15 years old.
What?
Not releasing his picture, but they released his name because of his age. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be charged as an adult. What really broke my heart was the words from her mother that she posted. And I want to.
Okay, we're going to have to stop this because the music in the background. So what I would do real quick is just tell y'all about this real quick, okay? I won't be able to monetize this video because I'm pretty sure they're going to be tripping. I'm probably got to take this part out because even if you don't monetize it, they tell you can't. And then they do a copyright. So then I will have to take this off. We'll just see Kennedy Williams. And I tell you what, we will cover her next week. She was stabbed during a fight near a local skating rink. Okay? So I'll tell you what, we will talk about this next week. But that's a sad situation right there. Goodness. We will talk about that next week, okay? And I wish they would stop. If they stop putting music on so you can actually hear the damn story, it would be just better. I don't know why they always have to have music. Let's do this one right here, you guys. So this video right here is the power of lightning. The real question is, why is her stupid ass out there playing tennis in his lightning? Okay, that's the real question. That's some straight up fuckery right there. Hey.
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay, so let me tell y'all a story real quick. When I used to be a teacher back in Atlanta, um, well, not in Atlanta itself, but in Roswell. No, was that Roswell? Let me think. Yeah, it was Roswell, Georgia. I used to work at a private school, and I was out on my lunch break because I used to get like a long little lunch break while the kids went down for a nap because they had nap time. Okay, it was kindergarten. So it was a storm. It was a lightning storm. So while I was driving, the lightning hit, what do you call that thing? The power line thing, right? And when it hit it, that thing fell down on my car. And I'm just so glad I knew not to get out of my car. But it left like a black line on my car too. And I called the police, I believe. I can't remember because it was so long ago. This was like in 90, let's see, because this was around 93. Yeah. And I called the police out. And I think the fire people or something came out. But yeah, that's what happened. I was driving and the lightning hit one of those power cords or whatever you call it. Not cords, but lines. And the daggone thing fell, it knocked it apart and it hit my car. That was a trip. Those things are very, very hot. Very hot. Thank God for the rubber tires and stuff on my car. But yeah, lightning is no joke. That's why whenever you think it's out, it's lightning, even if you just hear thundering, you need to get in the house and turn off the TV, get off your phones, get out the bathtub, and just sit your ass down on everything. I don't even know why these kids is outside. That's weird. Gosh. Okay, you said rest in peace for that little girl. That's right. Rest in peace for her. My condolences are expressed out to her parents, other relatives, and friends, and all. That's sad. Mm-mm-mm. So this right here is 25 armed robbers smashed and steal jewelry from a California store. Let's look at this real quick. These people they got the hammers to break the thing open. That's crazy. Y'all see, because y'all like to put race into everything. When you see a lot of different colors right here, at least it looks like it. It's crazy. That's crazy, guys. There was one minor. That's crazy, man. Got them all. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Oh, what is this?
This motherfucker right here is called the San Mateo Bridge. Count me out. First, this motherfucker is over 7 miles long and it crosses the San Francisco Bay. And did I fail to mention that this motherfucker goes over the Pacific Ocean? Like, ain't no way you gonna catch me on this motherfucker. Hell no. Count me out. Talking about riding along on a bridge, this is more like riding on motherfucking water. If you was wondering how deep the water is underneath this motherfucker, 135 feet. Who's a fan of floating on the water and becoming one with your maker? Now, me personally, if you live out in this area, then you probably have no other way of travel. But for me, count me out. Have you ever had the opportunity to ride along the San Mateo Bridge? And if so, do you enjoy this motherfucker or are you like me? Count me out. This motherfucker right here is called the San Mateo Bridge. Count me out.
I tell you what, let's type in the San Mateo Bridge. All right, hold on for a second. Let's stop this real quick. Let's go to Google. I've been over bridges like this that go over water. It is scary. Okay. I guess that's how you spell it. Spell it. I don't know. Shit. He just had it up there. But damn, I did spell it right. Let's see. Oh, you got to pay to go on it. Let's look at this bridge. Let's look at it ourselves. So, wait a minute, hold on. So this is the bridge. You can't walk on it, of course not. They'll be jumping off the damn thing. That's why they got them gates, just in case. Hold on, I want to see an actual thing of it. Let's see. But it's a lot of, it's some bridges like this in a lot of different places. Let me see if I can get the how you look at it. I don't know how you get the picture of it. I don't even know the toll. Let me do pictures. Let's see. So this is the bridge right here. I wanted to show our own pictures. So that's the bridge. Okay. That's a picture of it. Here's the bridge right here. You can see it right there. Let's see. Some more pictures. I guess it's the same bridge right here. Damn, who built this? And damn, how far do these things go down in the water? Do it go all the way down at the bottom or what? Damn, who built this bridge? That's fascinating. Look at that. Okay. Here's the other view of it right here, going up to like a little mountain type thing, but made with the street. A lot of people be on it. I don't think it's as bad as you think, but just imagine a damn earthquake while you're going on it. Damn. Let me see who built that bridge. Yeah, I'm sure it is accidents on it. Let's see. Damn, they had a 2-car crash on it. The Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, that they said the Golden Gate Bridge is not expected to collapse in a major earthquake. But what if it's one of those other earthquakes? I forgot the name of them, where an earthquake happens and then a domino effect happens. What about those type? Damn, so that bridge would not fall down. That's crazy. People jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. 40 people survived after jumping off the bridge. Let me see who built this bridge, though. Let's see. Y'all. Let's see who built that bridge. Murphy Pacific Bridge Builders. Wow. So it took how long? From 1961 to 1967. That's when it was built. It's 7 miles long. Dang. That water is 135 feet, just like you said. Let's see, well, why did they build it? Oh, to jumpstart commerce between the Venezuela and East Bay. So let's look at the Golden Gate Bridge since we're looking at bridges real quick. Okay, hold on. So we saw that one thanks to the Bernie Mac dude. He sounds like Bernie Mac. Let's see pictures of that. So this is, let me get pictures. This one is on water too, but it's not that long, right? Let's see. This is the Golden Gate Bridge right here. This is the bridge I want to go over. Okay. If I go to San Francisco, I'm going to take pictures from it. Look at it. It's pretty. That's going over water too. I'm just imagining. They said this one fall even in an earthquake. I'm just imagining that now. So here's it right here. Look at all that fog and stuff. Looks scary. Here's that bridge right there. It's pretty. It's right here in the fog. Just think, a lot of people go over that bridge every single day. So if I go to San Francisco, I'm going to take a picture. What happened in 1987? Oh, that's nasty. Who was found under the golden? That's okay. Let's see how deep is that water. 372 feet. So it's deeper. That water is deeper there. Oh, that's the deepest part of the bay. So it's under the Golden Gate because the other bridge is only 135 feet, right? And this one is 372 feet. People jump into this water. That's crazy. It took this, let's see, 4 years. It took them 1,604 days. They started on that on January the 5th, 1933. Finished in 1937. That is crazy, you guys. This is interesting information. This is what shades to be doing, okay, when I be on the computer, okay? How much do the painters get paid? Let's see. 185. Shit, let me go paint that damn bridge. $185,000. Goodness. But that's a dangerous job. How much it costs? $9. That's crazy, guys. Huh? Yes. So, it's always, fun to learn stuff. That was great to learn that. Now let me go back to those videos real quick. TikTok, right? And then we'll watch 2 more and that'll be it. So it's almost 2 o'clock. This is gonna be it. We'll look at 2 more videos. I don't know if Jermaine sent me any animal ones. Let's see real quick. Oh, we do. So he's so funny, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's watch this.
I don't know. It was just a random cat. This is the craziest thing. What the?
Watch out, watch out.
He was
I don't know. It was just
a
a
dog.
random cat. This is the craziest thing.
Oh,
Watch out, watch out.
Oh, you're fine. You're
okay.
fine. He's not gonna do anything. Gunnar, you're friendly. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Hi.
Oh, shit.
Hi. Okay, we're gonna go.
That damn cat.
Oh my god.
That cat was not scared of that dog. My gosh. You know what? If they were larger, they would probably be on the dog for real.
Spinning.
Damn. Damn. These damn cats are miniature mountain lions. Let me see. No, leopards. Let me see this. Damn. Oh, that's sad. Wait a minute, hold on.
Spinning.
Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. That's sad. Hey, these damn badass cats. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit! What the
Let's
hell
go,
is
honey.
that?
Fuck.
What the hell was that, y'all? Hold on.
Ah, shit.
What is that cat? Wait. What kind of damn cat is that? He looks scary, y'all. I don't know about this.
Ah, shit.
Is that a damn regular cat? Look at this again. What kind of that ain't no damn regular cat. What kind of cat is this? This is not no regular cat right here. What is that? Let me look and see if anybody said anything. What kind of cat is that right there? Jermaine, is that a cat? What kind of cat is that? Nobody is saying shit. See what kind of cat? He looks scary as hell. He looks pretty big. Is that a bobcat? Because that does not look like a regular street. I mean, not a street cat, a regular house cat. Too bad it's late because I can ask my daughter, but it's too late. Somebody said the same thing I said. Imagine if the cat size is big like a dog. Those bobcats are. That's why you don't never see bobcats fighting dogs. Things look like damn little miniature mountain lions. I'm trying to figure out what kind of cat this is right here. Nobody's saying nothing about it. The last one. That's not the last one. I don't know what kind of cat this is, but damn. It may be. Let's see.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what kind of cat. Maybe because it's dark.
I don't know. It's just a random cat. This is the craziest thing.
That was crazy. That one looked tripped out, though. A cat to you. Is that a bobcat? No, that cat looked big. This cat right here looks big. And maybe, I don't know, he looks scary, man. Kind of damn cat is that? Maybe he a feral cat, huh? That's why he looks like that. Yeah, I don't like the way he look.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Let's go, honey. Fuck.
I don't like that. Yeah, he looked tripped out. That's some fuckery right there. No, cats can be vicious. If they was big as dogs, man, we would be in trouble. But guess what? You got the bobcats for that. So let's look at this one, this, and that's gonna be it, okay?
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Well, boys, I fucking sent her a little too fucking hard. I really hope I.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God! Did you see that?
And y'all talking about a damn earthquake. Please. Them damn winds are almost 100 miles per hour, okay? And they probably can get higher than that. I don't know for sure. Okay, it doesn't matter if these videos are old or not. It still was a storm, and some people probably got unalive. That is a trip. Let's look at this one right here. That first one is a mudslide, isn't it? Damn, man. That is sad. Those are flash floods. But you know, of course, mud would be with some of them. Damn. Like I said, there's so many natural disasters, man. You just cannot get away from them. All you can do is pray to God that you never are involved in any of these type of disasters. Goodness, that's crazy. Dang, look at women. Let's look at this one real quick. Man, all I can say is, damn. Okay, for real, goodness. Woo, this, with looking at these damn natural disasters, man, it makes you really be thankful. And that's on everything. That is a hot ass mess. The floods, the damn tornadoes, the winds, all of that shit. All right. Goodness. Thank you, Jermaine, for all of these videos, especially those last ones dealing with the weather and the animals. That was a hot ass mess. And the bridge stuff, very informative. Thank you so much for all of those, y'all. I'm never gonna forget them damn storms. Goodness. Y'all see how that damn wind be blowing? Goodness. That wind be up there. Goodness. Anyway, y'all, that was a hot ass mess. Yeah, you said it is a cat. I'm just saying, what kind of cat is it and stuff. That was a hot ass mess, you guys. Shay's thoughts for the night is just this right here, man. That was a damn trip. Okay. Damn, I thought when I was in that damn tornado in Atlanta, man, and it was a major one, I thought that was something. Okay. All I got to say tonight, my thoughts with this just right here. We better be thankful if we never been in any of those storms that I just showed you guys, or any type of natural disaster. All right? Because damn, I don't even know, honestly, I don't even know how some of those people survived. I really don't. Actually, I know it was a blessing from God, but I'm just saying, gosh. So we better just basically, again, be thankful that we have never been in those type of, situations. And if you have, be thankful that you're still here. All right? Oh, man, that is something, looking at that. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content tonight. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, a Cash App donation at $Shades2, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. This live right here was really, really good. I doubt I'll be able to monetize it, but it was a really good live. Hopefully I don't have to take any videos out. All right. Y'all, I will be doing a country rain reaction all weekend, like always. I do those every day, so you can still catch me doing that. Also, I got a brand new shopping haul coming out on Saturday or either Sunday. And then, of course, my YouTube videos come out all weekend of me trying to do dances and stuff. Thank you to Jermaine. That damn video was a hot ass mess, those three. Thank you to Hayo, Tony Vance. And I think that's it over here. What's over here in this chat. Thanks for everybody in the bushes for watching. And thanks to everybody who watches this in the replay. You guys have a blessed night and a blessed weekend. And I'll see you guys back on Monday with another live. And we'll talk about the little girl who was stabbed to unalive one. All right? All right, y'all. Take care. Let me go ahead and change this. Y'all be safe this weekend too, okay? And enjoy yourself as well. All right, guys. Good night. Let me go ahead and put this on.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, and back again. She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with shade. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. Shay's too. She back again. Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day.